Hello friends, and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a plan with me in my 7x9 Erin Condren vertical planner. I'm so excited to be back in the Erin Condren planner this week. It's my favorite planner. So I am using my mystery kit from May. I'm revealing it, so this is the first time, if you haven't purchased it, this is the first time you're getting to see it, which is super fun. But I wanted to let you know, if you didn't have a chance to purchase this May mystery kit, I do have a June mystery kit coming out today. So the way my mystery kits work is I only have them available for a few days. So it's going to be available today, which is Saturday, June 3rd. So it's going to be available today. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It will be gone by Wednesday. I have limited quantities available, limited time available. And the fun thing about the mystery kit is you don't know what the pattern's going to be. So it's like getting a gift in the mail. The other cool thing about mystery kits is all the additional add-ons to the kits that I do for mystery kit, those pieces that would normally cost extra money for each add-on piece is completely free with your mystery kit. So the mystery kit I'm sharing with you today, the May mystery kit, it features original artwork by my husband, DavidDingoBleecher. He and I have been working together to create patterns. He is the artist, I tell him my concept, and then we work together back and forth to kind of refine it and make it what I actually want. And it's been a lot of fun. So the June mystery kit is going to be the same situation. This is a design that David and I have designed. It is gorgeous. And if you don't get it, you're going to be upset. I know so many people are going to be upset if they don't order it. So make sure you go and order it. It's beautiful. I said to David, like, it's so gorgeous. Like, I want to make it a mystery kit because it's going to be like so fun to open on one hand, and on the other hand, like, it's so beautiful. I want to share it with everyone. I want everyone to have the chance to buy it. So that's kind of the hard part about mystery kits, is you want them to be special, but you also, like, you realize it's not going to be available for people to buy, which is kind of like heartbreaking too. So if you do decide that you want to make a purchase in the shop, don't forget to use my discount code YouTube15, which will save you 15% off of your order. Okay, let's get to this plan with me. It was so much fun to work with this kit, you guys. Okay friends, so it is time for the voiceover portion of the video. So this pattern, again, is the May mystery kit pattern, so it's not available to be purchased. Mystery kits are only available for a short period of time. But this is the first time that David and I worked together to create a pattern, and I love it so much. It took us so long. We spent many, many hours working on it, but in the end, I was so happy with the final product. So the first couple of pages I shared with you there were the free add-ons that come with this universal kit. They were the sidebar and the ombre boxes, and then here are all the other pages that you get in the kit as well. So I have to apologize for not wearing makeup in the opening clip there. I'm actually headed off to the pool after this, and I didn't want to have any makeup on my face because I'm going to be putting sunblock all over. And when I go back and watch it, like, I feel fine not wearing makeup on a day-to-day basis, but then when I see myself on film, I always feel self-conscious, like, oh, I need to have makeup on, but it's fine. It's the summer, it's the season of little to no makeup, so that's why I wasn't wearing makeup. But I'm starting off by putting down all of the dates across these date splash headers here. So I love that this kit was actually it actually came out turquoise. I have tried to create turquoise or use kits that have turquoise in them so often, and my printer always turns them blue, the color turquoise. So I hardly ever am able to actually share a kit with you. It looks turquoise to me when I'm designing it or using a kit that has that pattern, but when I go to print it off and sell it to you guys, it turns out blue, and it's always so disappointing. So I love that I was actually able to get turquoise to work in this kit. Turquoise is my favorite color. It's right up there with pink and purple. Those are my three favorite colors, but my favorite out of those three would be turquoise. So in a little bit here, a little while after I get all these stickers laid down, you're going to see Jacob pop his head in on screen. He actually like bends down under the camera and pops his head in. He came in to the office to visit me this morning and talk with me. It's really interesting, you know, navigating a relationship of having an adult child. Jacob's 20. He'll be 21 in September, which, you know, he cannot wait for. He's so excited to turn 21. But it's just interesting, you know, having an adult child and talking with him and being able to talk with him and have a new relationship with him that I didn't, you know, he and I didn't have in the past. So he helps me out in the shop a couple days a week, but he often will stop in and just talk with me, and we'll just sit and we'll talk. And today was one of those days. So after you see his head pop in, I actually stopped recording then, and he and I just sit and we talked for like an hour. It's usually we like to talk about like his future and, you know, his goals and things he's trying to accomplish and how to accomplish them. But today I needed to talk to him about something that was bothering me, and he really helped me like work my way through it. And I just thought I would, since it was on my mind, I thought I would share it with you guys as well. So earlier this week on one of my videos, I had a pretty nasty comment from a viewer. So I did block her. She has been blocked. And I thought that, like, in the past, I thought that when you block somebody, it means they can't see your channel anymore. But that's not the case, because I researched it because I wanted to know, like, what happens when you block somebody. So when you block somebody as a YouTube creator, they can still watch your channel, but they can't comment on your videos anymore. They don't realize that. So when they comment on your video, they will see the comment, but no one else, including me, will ever see that comment. So it's kind of like commenting into the abyss. Like, they won't know that they have been banned from the channel, which I think is kind of interesting. But the thing is she left this nasty comment on this video, and it wasn't the first time that she's left a mean comment on one of my videos. She's actually left 2 comments ever, this one and one other one, and they were both mean. And I decided to go ahead and block her this time. The first time I just kind of let it go, and this time I thought, no, that's enough. I've taken enough from her. I don't need this kind of negativity in my life. I'm just going to block her. When I first started this channel, because I've been on YouTube for years. Prior to this channel, I had another channel. I had a talk show here on YouTube all about weight loss surgery. My other channel, which doesn't exist anymore, I think it was just my name. It was just Jennifer Bleecher. And then my talk show is called The Naked Truth. And I think that channel still exists because I had a co-host, and I think she still is running the channel. I don't think she makes any new content. But anyways, the point is, I've been on YouTube for years. I've been on here since 2013. So that is 10 years. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. So when I had my first channel and my talk show host, I worried way too much about making everybody happy. And I decided, well, you know, first of all, that is an impossible goal. You cannot make everybody happy. You just need to accept that in life. You're going to be happier in life if you can accept that you are not going to make everybody happy. Because what makes one person happy is going to upset another person. You know, that's why you can never make everyone happy. Oh, that was Jacob's face. It was like so fast. You couldn't even see him. Okay, maybe you can go back and pause the video to see Jacob's face. Okay, so anyways, getting back to what I was saying. So when I first started this channel, having the experience, coming in with some experience, I decided I was not going to run this channel that way. I wasn't going to try to make anyone happy. I was just going to live my life. And when people were negative, I was going to block them. That has been my policy since the beginning. And it's a really good, healthy policy. It makes life a lot easier to live. When you get rid of the negative people in your life, it makes life easier. So it's a good policy, and I should have continued that policy with this particular viewer. The first time she left a nasty comment, I should have blocked her then, but I gave her a second chance because it was kind of a situation where I was like trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I have a family member who puts things in a harsh way, and she's not trying to be mean. She just comes off the wrong way. So I'm very tolerant of, like, when she gives me advice, like, I'm very tolerant. Like, if it sounds mean, I don't necessarily take it that way immediately. I try to, like, analyze it and think, okay, is she being constructive? I know she has my best interest at heart. I know she loves me. So, that kind of thought. And I gave this person the benefit of the doubt when they left the first nasty comment. But this time, I went ahead and blocked her. And it's really funny to me because she went on for like 3 paragraphs. And what she was talking about was my food budget. She was disappointed with the way I did my food budget. She doesn't like the way I do my food budget, and she was just disappointed. Which, frankly, yes, I share a lot with you guys online, and I do often ask for suggestions, but it doesn't mean like people have the right just to come on here and criticize like the way I feed my family. Like, that's just really weird to me that she even thought that that was okay. But anyways, so she goes on for like 3 paragraphs about, how awful my food budget is and the way I do my food budget is. And then at the very end of it, she says that she loves me and she loves my channel and loves my content. And I was like, okay, so you just like berated me for 3 paragraphs and now you're telling me you love me. Okay, that's called an abusive relationship. When somebody like hurts you or says hurtful things or does hurtful things to you, and then they tell you they love you, that's called abuse. And I was processing this with Jacob, and I told him that was my idea, that it's like, that's abusive. And he's like, oh yeah, okay, that's totally abusive. But he also brought up a good point that maybe that's the way the relationships in her life are run. Maybe people talk to her the way she talked to me, and maybe they tell her that they love her, after they've hurt her. And it's actually really sad. And it is really sad that, and I think, even if this isn't the case with her, but I think this happens to a lot of people, especially women, where we put up with a lot of crap, and we let it go because the people who are giving us this crap are also nice to us sometimes, or say they love us and they care about us, and maybe we put up with things longer than we should. And I have to say, I've not only implemented this policy of getting negativity out of my life on YouTube, but also in my personal life. Like when I've had toxic relationships with friends, mostly just friends, because I'm not, in a dating scenario anymore. I've been married for over 20 years, but with friends, when I have toxic friendships, I've gotten to a place, really since COVID. I think this COVID was kind of a turning point for me, where I just started eliminating those things. Instead of trying to make toxic relationships work, I ended them. And sometimes those relationships have been going on for years, decades, but it's okay for us to take care of ourselves. Whether you're on YouTube or not on YouTube, you're going to be faced with people who are going to do and say and be mean to you. They're going to do mean things, they're going to say mean things, and I'm telling you, you don't have to put up with it. You don't. You are valuable, you are loved, and if somebody is making you feel that you aren't valuable or that you aren't worth loving without being criticized first, then they do not get to be a part of your life. Being a part of your life is a privilege. It is not a right. Even if they are related to you, if they're a blood relation and you're related to each other, it doesn't mean you have to put up with crap and abuse and negativity and situations that just make you feel awful. I'm here to tell you today that it's okay. It's okay to let those bad relationships go. Now, let's talk about the human side of this, being a human. Jacob and I were talking about this. It's interesting how I truly believe everything I just told you, okay? But as a human being, it is still difficult not to take criticism really hard. Even though I am in a very healthy place mentally when it comes to criticism, it still hurts. I'm a human being, and there's something about human nature that makes us take criticism very harshly. Jacob said that there's some creators that he follows who have just completely stopped creating because of negative comments. And I thought that was really sad. I went back and I read the last 120 comments, which was a combination of comments from my last 3 videos. I went back and read each and every comment. And you know how many of those 120 comments were rude? One. There was one rude comment in 120 comments. And what do I think about? That one negative comment. I hate that about myself. I understand that this is a human nature thing. Jacob and I have some different theories about why we do this as humans, but for some reason as humans, we can get all these positive comments and praise, and then we get one negative comment, and then that's the only one we think about for some reason. And that's where I was when Jacob came into the office this morning. I was just thinking about that one negative comment. But after talking to Jacob, I felt a lot better. Sorry, David just popped in to talk to me, and now I've lost my train of thought a little bit. But I think I was saying that after talking to Jacob, I felt a lot better. And I do. I'm totally over that now, that situation. But I thought Jacob and I had two very good ideas about why we as human beings might focus on negative comments. Two different ideas. And I'm going to share them with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Why do you think as human beings we focus on the negative? So for me, my idea was it's a survival technique that perhaps, just going back to living in the wilderness and surviving, is that in order to be successful in life, to avoid bad things, we had to learn, and criticism helped us learn. That's my thought. That was my idea. Jacob had a different idea. He thinks and I think it could be either one of these. Who knows? Neither one of us are psychiatrists or psychotherapists or anything, but we just like to analyze people and analyze thoughts. So his idea was that same idea going back to ancient humans. So if you're in a forest and you it's kind of late at night and you see a set of eyes staring at you, so you're surrounded by thousands of images in the forest, but you're going to focus in on the set of eyes that's watching you because it could mean danger. So that was his theory. So we just had a couple of theories, but for some reason, and I know I'm not alone because I've heard other people talk about this, when you receive feedback, receive comments, you can get positive comments and you can get so many positive comments, but when you get that one negative comment, it really affects you for much longer than it should. So that's a personal growth thing that I'm working on, is not letting those things bother me. And if I had just stuck to my rule of deleting rude people the first time they're rude, then I wouldn't have had to endure the second message from this person and the second message was much ruder than the first one. So it's I let her get away with the first one, so then she made it it was even harsher the second time that she came to criticize me. So anyways, that was just something that I was working through this morning, and I try so hard to remain positive on this channel and never bring negativity here, but so I almost hate to talk about it on one hand, but on the other hand, I also think it's I like you guys to know that I'm a human being with feelings and emotions, and when you're mean to me, I feel it. And I also want you to know that if anyone has ever made you feel this way, that you're not alone, and that it's not it's very common amongst us humans to feel that way when people are mean to us. So I just wanted to let you know you're not alone. And I also wanted to let you know that you are strong and you are powerful and you are loved. And when people are bringing you down and ruining your life, even if it's just for a few hours of your life, just making you miserable for a few hours, it is okay to cut those people out and to get rid of those people. It is okay. So let's get to the plans. Let's talk about the plans. So the top row of my plans are my to-dos for my Etsy shop and YouTube for the week. That's why I do the ombre checklist. That's why I can make a to-do list. The middle section is my plans and appointments for my family. And the bottom row are the YouTube videos that I want to put out during the week. So for appointments this week, I have a hair appointment on Monday just to get my hair trimmed and colored. You may have noticed in the intro of this video and in some of my more recent videos, my hair is a little the gray is starting to peek out from the bottom, so it's time to get that covered. And then on Tuesday, I am having dinner with one of my best friends. Her name is Megan. I often talk about having dinner with my best friend. One of my best friends, Beth. Well, Megan is my other best friend. So we're having dinner together on Tuesday. She and I are just so busy. I mean, Beth's so busy too. But we just, we just need to make more time to hang out because she and I have been friends since I was 11. And I'm 40, turning 46 this year. So 35 years? That's a long time. It's a really long time. So she has a son. So I will be taking Jacob with me. We're actually just going to be eating dinner at her house. I'm going to take I'm going to take Logan with me, and he can have like a little play date with her son, and we're going to do dinner and just hang out and catch up. And then on Saturday, Logan is having a couple of friends over. So that's 2 weekends in a row that Logan's having friends over. I tried to spread it out every other weekend just for my own sanity, because he's at this age where like I have to go pick the friends up. I have to bring them over. You know, when he's a few years from now, he'll be able to drive and he'll be able to like get together with friends on his own. But he's at the age where I still have to do a lot of chauffeuring. So that is it for this week's plan with me. Here is a closer view of my plans. I think this kit is gorgeous. I love it. I never would have thought about putting these colors together, but I think it turned out great. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all again next time. Bye, everyone.
Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being givers, only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead.